Minnie Mouse stood by the window, her delicate hands working the last few stitches of a pullover she had been knitting for weeks. The sunlight streamed through the curtains, catching the vibrant red and yellow threads. She held it up triumphantly, inspecting her work. Every stitch was a labor of love, every detail carefully thought out. "Mickey will adore this," she murmured, her heart fluttering with excitement. When Mickey arrived that morning, Minnie greeted him with a smile as bright as the summer sun. "Surprise," she said, holding out the pullover. "For me?" Mickey exclaimed, his eyes widening. "Yes, I wanted to make you something special," Minnie said, a blush tinting her cheeks. Mickey took the pullover, feeling the soft wool between his fingers. It was warm, cozy, and clearly made with care. As he slipped it on, however, he couldn't help but notice it was far too long, so long it nearly brushed the tops of his shoes. Still, the joy in Minnie's eyes stopped him from saying a word. "It's perfect, Minnie," he said, forcing a grin. "I've never had anything like it." Minnie clapped her hands together, delighted. "I just knew it would suit you. You must wear it when you go out today." Mickey nodded, though he wondered how he'd manage not to trip over the hem. As he set off for his morning walk, he made sure to wave back at Minnie, who watched from the window with a proud smile. The path through the neighborhood was lined with blooming flowers and neatly trimmed hedges. Mickey whistled as he walked, his oversized pullover swaying with each step. The first person he encountered was Uncle Scrooge, who stood outside his mansion, polishing his beloved money bin. When Scrooge looked up and saw Mickey, his expression turned to one of bewilderment. "What in tarnation is that you're wearing?" Scrooge snapped, his Scottish accent sharp. "It's a pullover Minnie knitted for me," Mickey replied, smiling sheepishly. "Well, it's far too long," Scrooge barked. "You'll ruin it dragging it around like that. And if you trip, it'll cost a fortune to fix your injuries." Mickey chuckled nervously. "Thanks, Uncle Scrooge. I'll keep that in mind." He hurried along, pulling the hem up as he walked. Not long after, he spotted Donald Duck coming out of the market, balancing 3 bulging grocery bags. "Hey, Donald," Mickey called. "What do you think of my new pullover? Do you think it's too long?" Donald squawked in surprise, nearly dropping a bag. He tilted his head and eyed Mickey critically. "Too long? Nah, it's just right," Donald said, giving a thumbs up. "You're looking good, Mickey. Minnie's got talent." Relieved, Mickey grinned. "Thanks, Donald. I feel better already." As he continued his walk, Mickey stopped by Grandma Duck's garden. The air was filled with the scent of roses and freshly turned soil. Grandma Duck was kneeling among her flowers, wearing her signature sun hat. "Hello, Grandma," Mickey greeted her. "Do you think my new pullover is too long?" Grandma Duck adjusted her glasses, squinting at Mickey. "Too long? Why, no, dear. If anything, it's a bit short. You could use a few more inches." "Short?" Mickey repeated, baffled. "Yes, yes," she said with a nod. "But it looks wonderful on you, darling." Mickey scratched his head as he walked away. "Grandma must need stronger glasses," he muttered to himself. Soon he met Goofy, who was balancing a wobbling tower of pies on his head. "Gosh, Mickey, Goofy hollered, nearly losing the top pie. Ain't you cold in that thing? Cold? Mickey asked, puzzled. No, I shouldn't be. This pullover's nice and thick. Goofy leaned in, inspecting Mickey's outfit. His eyes widened. Well, no wonder you're chilly. That thing's only got sleeves and a collar left. Where's the rest of it? Mickey froze and looked down. Goofy was right. The main body of the pullover was gone. All that remained were the sleeves and the collar. Huh? Mickey stammered, spinning around. Behind him was a trail of wool, stretching as far as the eye could see. The pullover had been unraveling the whole time. Oh no, Mickey cried. Without a moment's hesitation, he grabbed the loose thread and began rolling it into a ball as he retraced his steps. He passed the park, the market, and Uncle Scrooge's mansion, gathering the wool along the way. Eventually, the trail led him back to his garden, where he found the other end of the thread caught on a briar bush. Mickey sighed, holding the ball of wool in his hands. Gosh, Minnie worked so hard on this. I can't let her know what happened. Determined, Mickey dashed to the nearest store. It took hours of searching, but he finally found a pullover that was identical to the one Minnie had made. He paid for it and rushed home, slipping it on just before Minnie came out to greet him. How was your walk, Mickey? She asked, offering him a plate of cookies. It was great, Mickey said, smiling brightly. Minnie's eyes sparkled. I'm so glad you like the pullover. You look so handsome in it. Mickey grinned, taking a cookie and giving her a quick kiss. He carefully stored the ball of wool in a small box, knowing he'd always treasure it as a reminder of Minnie's love and his little adventure. From that day on, Mickey wore the replacement pullover proudly, and Minnie never, ever suspected a thing.